Looking good, MP?
You know, I'll triple, Decker, PB&J. Are we 12? Sounds like a lot of sugar. 2 cards.
Ready, MP? MP.
Now party people in the club, it's time to cut a rug. And throw the loose up in the sky just for the shut the buzz. And you empty, you can grab a club.
MP. Took my kids to the ice show last week. Taking MP.
You did what you said you were going to do and helped us defend home court. Nice work, MP.
This is what Coach looks like when he's happy.
How you feel about your performance?
I'm good, Coach. I told you I got you, and now the fans are with it too.
They certainly are. Ticket sales are way up.
Well, that's what happens when you win.
And this is just the beginning. We are laying the foundation for a title run.
Which means you're going to have to work twice as hard. Let's pick a second half goal for you to work on.
I want to be the best team in this league. Everything else is secondary, whatever it takes.
It's easier said than done.
I'm here to share my focus, right? That's what we're doing.
It is, but I'm just letting you know this is one of the harder goals on this list. It's about taking down the best of the best.
But if we are who we think we are, then we're going to have to do that anyway. We're here to win championships, right? Huh? This just underlines it and puts everything in bold.
Indeed it does. I'm looking forward to seeing how you fare against the elite of the elite.
I'm looking forward to making this organization proud.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
Nuggets fans, get your hands on a Rocky hoodie at our next giveaway night. Every fan in attendance at our upcoming giveaway game will show their pride with a Rocky hoodie of their own. And Nuggets fans, we still have tickets remaining for upcoming Nuggets games. Simply go online or visit the ticket booth to secure yours today.
A reminder, fans, we hope you'll come and join us for Trading Card Day. The first 10,000 fans through the arena will receive trading card packs. Arrive early to the
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead. And it's almost that time. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. And here we can check out the story for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Jaylen Brown. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Tatum in at the point. And for Denver, James Wiseman's out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Doncic, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Hansen in at the 2-guard spot. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit, so you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
And MP tried
MP before the game, and he said there was a lot of confidence in the locker room. He said, we know this is a tough matchup for us, but we've got a strong game plan. We're all on the same page, and we're ready to execute. This will be a good measuring stick for them, guys.
I would say, David, the perfect measuring stick.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Wiseman. All alone. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team. And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Hansen the pass to Doncic. Shoots it up. Rebound Boston. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
And to go on a winning streak this long, it takes more than just talent. This team has tremendous chemistry, and these pieces complement each other so well. It's also about listening to your teammates, your coaching staff, and not letting your ego get in the way of succeeding as a group.
Dort wide open. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. James with it. He's picked up by Doncic. James against Doncic. And that one's good. James has got 8 points.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Here's Wiseman. It doesn't go for him. Good D by James. Dort against Brown. Here's James. The kick out to Tatum. James a screen on Doncic. Tatum, that's for 2, and it's Boston with another.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Hansen. To end the run. And the jumper is on the mark.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And that one's good. James.
3 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Doncic against Tatum. Towns with the steal. Outside, James. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Dort. James, no good. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against San Antonio.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
4 on the clock. Doncic, no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
There's the steal. Outside, Dort fires the 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
When you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
And here's James outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, the Nuggets head coach gave me a few minutes. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. The coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send the double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. So it's Denver now. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Jokic finds Wiseman. Back to Jokic. Pass to Hansen. Dort against James. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Wiseman. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity.
The Nuggets making his...
Substitution on the floor.
What are you doing, all right? Go get him.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Second team foul.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
James. Shooting 1.
Free throw drops for James. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Jokic is out there with Wright. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Shed in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Down low, stolen by Tatum. Here's James. A rebound by Shed. The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Primo. Now, here's Jokic. A 3 off the mark. James with it. Now right defender. Lets it go from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
For Denver, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Monk outside. A 3-ball. The Nuggets with another miss. Boston leading by 13. And Brunson has it in the corner. James sets the screen for Brunson. And again, Boston with the triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Pass to Shed. And another miss by Denver. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Brunson kicks to James. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
James Wiseman, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Hansen comes in for Monk. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. You look at James, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
They grab their own miss. There's the 3. Krill's the 3-pointer. Primo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
From deep, James. Wiseman with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 15. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Tuesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. And then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz.
And that game against Sacramento, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Primo. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail.
The previous play is under review.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review,
Ruling on the floor, stand.
new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Now, George, after the missed 3 from James. Here's Hansen. James defending. Wiseman. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, James. A three-pointer is right on target. James has got 28 points for the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Jokic sets the screen for Wiseman. And another miss by Denver. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Knicks.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. Well, they call him Captain Clutch, and in the last game against the Knicks was superb. He had an impressive number of points, and that was his highest output of the season. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from James. And the rejection by James. Tatum deciding where to go with it. James right side. Brown outside. Back to James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 18. Outside, Dort. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The rebound by the Celtics.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
From deep, James, and the three ball is good. James has got 35 in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Denver calls timeout. You look at James, what a contribution.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for coach to change that.
And the Nuggets making a change here. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Celtics up 19. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through two quarters and a big deficit for the Denver Nuggets.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates transition offense. I'm telling you, that's where you get the easy looks.
And the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they throw down some crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboards so much.
That would be correct.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown out there with James. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Brunson in at the 2-guard. Now here's James. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another injured Michael Jordan.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Jokic with the screen on Brunson. To the middle. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. James has a 2-pointer. Denver grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Driving to the basket. Hansen can hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's James. And yes, it's good. James has got 40 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Doncic bounce pass. Here's Wiseman. The shot from the low post is good. Wiseman's got 11 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
James right side. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his second personal.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He misses the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Nuggets trail by 19. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
James dishes to Towns. On deep, Brunson hits the three-point bomb. He's got 12.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
The shot's good from Wiseman.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
James looking around. It's good from long range. James has got 43 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Jokic passes to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And how about the night from Wiseman? There's no stopping this fella once he gets rolling. Good luck slowing him down.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Boston. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Dort after the made shot from James. And here's Doncic from the arc. And Boston with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game. He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now, here's James. Non-stop scoring machine here. Offline with his 3. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Doncic passes to Hansen. And Tatum over to help. Denver passing it around. Doncic kicks to Dort. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Wiseman no good. Celtics leading by 23. From deep, James. It's hauled in by Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's a screen. Here's Wiseman. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Nuggets making a change here. Primo's. James up top, drives to the hoop. That's good. And so Kerr with the assist. James has got 49 points in the game. Here's Hansen. Pass to Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Kerr against Doncic. Spin.
Celtics foul. Cappy. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at Denver. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
Well, for the Nuggets, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Celtics shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. From deep, James cranes it from beyond the arc. James has got 54 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes. If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Now here's James. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. There's 57 seconds left in the third. And it's Shed missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. For the three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Here's Doncic. And Boston with the rebound. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Lets it go with a 3. Robinson pulls it in. Here's Primo. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Shed, that's good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Celtics just dominating this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Nikola Jokic. Robinson is out there with Monk. And it's Primo in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Here's Shed from past the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
Denver with the ball. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now here's James. Lets the 3 fly. Monk grabs the board. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's the screen. Pass to Primo. Beyond the arc. The rebound by James. James has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Anthony. And here's James outside. And it's Primo with the rebound. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to James. Launches it from deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Jokic against Towns. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
And here's James outside. Denver grabs the miss. Shed's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Celtics leading by 20. Outside, James. Boston again missing. And here's Denver. Right now, they're a 9-0 run. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Oh, good on the triple. The Nuggets trail by 20. Pass to Primo. Here's Shed. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Shed missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Robinson against James. And another one falls. Amazing. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
James dishes to Towns. Rennington passes to James. Launches it. And it's Primo with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Shed. The rebound by James. James has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Let's go ahead, fans. Your Nuggets dance day.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Tom. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wennington. Here's Hansen. Brunson covering. Pass to Wiseman. A three. And another miss by Denver. Boston shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Outside, James. Puts up a three. Denver grabs the miss. Doncic outside. Primo, the pass to Wiseman. Denver passing it around. Drains the three-pointer.
And it's so hard to take away a three from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Now here's James. From downtown, he got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Hansen the pass to Doncic. Over Kerr. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter. And so James will bring it up for the Celtics. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
That one goes in.
And how about about the confidence from Wiseman on the catch and shoot? He just puts that one up in rhythm.
The drive by James.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Nuggets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Inside. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman. Roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
And here is James. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Doncic outside. No good with the triple.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And good. He hits it again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Timeout called. Nuggets. He's checked in for Denver. Jokic against Brown. Doncic kicks to Dort for 3, and it's Luka Doncic with the 3. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
To the inside. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now, here's Dort. To the paint, here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's James. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Kerr. James outside. There's the drive. And James throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Captain Clutch.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And the rejection by James. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Then for the Celtics, Anthony's checked in for Towns. And it's Wennington in for Jalen Brunson. And so here's Denver. And another miss by Denver.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And they double up James. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Anthony, the pass to Kerr. And here's James outside. Webb pulls it in. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And they're
oh my goodness, the slam!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And here's James outside. Can't hit that one. Now Monk. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.